A coffee shop stop, followed by a walk along Newstead riverfront. This seemingly close group of women are in fact meeting for the first time.
We're here for the hot girl walk.
It's just one of the many female-only meetups organised by friends on purpose. From coordinating walking groups to board game nights, book clubs to pottery classes, this online community forum aims to combat the loneliness epidemic in Australia's most affected demographic. A Headspace survey finding 2 in 3 young women feel left out often or some of the time. 62% lack companionship, and 61% feeling isolated from others. For many of the Friends on Purpose event attendees, it's a story all too familiar.
And I think a lot of young adults, especially now, are struggling with friendship because their uni life is intense. They're working 3 jobs to pay for their rent. It's just hard to have time to even go out with friends, let alone make them.
A rising issue with dire consequences.
The mind and the body are so linked. And we have to consider that as well, because there is such short-term and long-term consequences of, for example, loneliness on the body.
Because when you're in school and stuff, you're kind of seeing the same people every day, whereas when you become an adult, you don't really see the same people all the time. You might not click with your work friends, or you might not click with the people you study with, or whatever.
Social psychologist Eva Foran finding social connectedness can alleviate negative well-being factors that come with stressful transition periods.
We saw greater well-being, greater academic performance, lower levels of loneliness, lower levels of distress.
A phenomenon she describes as the social cure.
So what we mean by the social cure is just basically that, having a group that you can rely on for support. These can actually have positive impacts on people's health.
The impact of her study also lying in its unique methodology. Instead of testing stress through the typical self-reported surveys, using saliva instead.
So you get people to spit into a tube and then you can actually extract people's cortisol from the saliva. We were able to show that these connections mattered for their cortisol awakening response. We were able to show that actually what was physiologically going on in their body, that connections and these groups mattered for their health on a physiological level, not just a self-reported survey level.
Her verdict clear, that events like this are beneficial not only to a young woman's mental health, but physical health too. Rochelle Hodson reporting.